Hello, I'm Aaron Marino from Alpha M Image Consulting. I've heard so much about you. It is fantastic to finally meet you. Well, okay then. You call that a handshake? We gotta talk. Today, it's all about the importance of a good handshake. Now, in my opinion, there is nothing more important than to master the art of handshaking. I know you think handshake, that's something silly. Who cares about handshakes? Wrong! Handshakes are crucial to your success. And so today I thought we'd take a little bit of time and discuss some do's and don'ts and how to master a great handshake. Now, I'm not talking about people you've been friends with for years, or your girlfriend, or your mom, your dad, or your family member. We're talking about people that you're meeting for the first time. It might be a potential new friend. It might be a potential boyfriend or girlfriend, or a potential employer or business contact. We're going to take it from that perspective. There are a zillion different ways to greet somebody that you're acquainted with, like this. What's up? What's up? The knuckle bump. Everybody's doing it now because President Obama's everybody, knuckle bump. I'm not opposed to the knuckle bump, but there are better ways to greet somebody. Or you might have some crazy cool handshake that you and this other person have designed, like this. You might want to skip hands altogether and go with the chest bump. Ooh! Or you just might really like the person. Oh! But hey, who am I to say? Maybe that's the way you greet everybody new. We're going to assume that it's not. And if it was, we're going to assume that you want to change your behavior because we want you to come across the best way possible. The handshake. So now let's talk about aspects of a good handshake. When you meet somebody, I want you to go in. Hand is straight, right there. The goal is to meet the other person's hand in the web, right there. Boom, bang, right in there. You don't want to be too far away or too close. When you try and get too close, that's a little bit creepy and people get a little bit funky with their personal space. Right out in front of you, boom, boom, it's right there. Good to go? Now, next, I want you to grab firmly. Not crazy tight. Don't try and beat them to the punch and grab their hand and try and crush it and show that you are dominant, you are the alpha male. No, 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 no. Don't do that. Go in, meet in the web, and squeeze. Shake. 3 times. That's it. No more than 3 times. You hold on too long, people are going to get uncomfortable. Sort of like getting too close. It's like, what the hell is this okay, let go. Everybody's shaking somebody's hand that was too long. The handshaker that was just like shaking and shaking and shaking. You're like, what the hell is going on? Get away from me. 3 pumps. In, squeeze, 1, 2, 3, back out. You're out of there. I don't want you twisting. I don't want you pulling them towards you. Out, shake, grab, 3 times. That's it. So that's pretty simple. The basic elements to a good handshake. But things to go along with that. When you meet somebody for the first time, whether it's a potential boyfriend, girlfriend, a employer, whoever it may be, when you go in, I want you to smile and say something like, hey, nice to meet you. Also, make eye contact. For those people, you know who I'm talking about. It might be you, who when you meet somebody, you shake their hand and they're like, yeah. They don't make eye contact. That shows that you're submissive. You don't want to be submissive. Hello, nice to meet you. Eye contact, shake. 1, 2, 3, eye contact, out. Okay, got it down. It's easy, right? But above all else, don't ever be the dead fish handshake. You know what I'm talking about when I say dead fish. You meet somebody, you shake their hand, and their hand like crumbles, and it's just this loose, limp little, they don't have a grip on it, and it's like, it's like, seriously? Psh, man up, boy, because let me tell you something. There is nothing more unattractive, unprofessional, unconfident than somebody that has the loose, limp little handshake. I don't care if you're a man. I don't care if you're a woman. Now, and here's the point to women. Women, same thing applies. If you want to be taken seriously in the professional arena, in the dating arena, when you meet a man, grab their hand and shake it like you mean it. Because what's funny, a lot of guys think that you're going to have this weak little timid handshake. I want you to come in there and get it. Because what's going to happen is the guys that don't understand this and are going to shake your hand like a little puss, their hand is going to crumble and they're going to be like, ah, and you're going to see the fright in their eyes because they just realized they just totally got owned by a chick. Don't let that be you. Don't look like a puss. Now there is a nice variation to the classic strong handshake. When you go in, you shake 3 times. Come in with your other hand, touching their other hand. Basically, it's the two-handed handshake on theirs. You may not feel comfortable with that. I personally like that. When somebody does that to me, it tells me that they're very engaged, that they are actually very glad to meet me and actually like me. The double handshake, it's not appropriate in every situation, but it's a nice variation. I wouldn't use it if you're meeting a potential boss or a coworker for the first time, but really that double handshake is very engaging. It draws the person in. If you've ever shaken somebody's hand and they come in with the double handshake, it's like, wow, you really are happy to meet me, and it actually makes you like them a little bit more. At least it does me. Things not to do when shaking somebody's hand. Don't try and beat them to the punch and squeeze their hand. It doesn't matter if you got big hands, little hands. I don't have the biggest hands in the world, and go ahead and post the comments now. It's not the size of the hands, baby, it's the size of the nose. You've heard that. Big nose, big hose. Some things not to do. Like we said, don't go in there trying to kill that other person's hand. It makes you look like you're trying to overcompensate for something. Don't ever twist their hand. Pull them into you. Go in, grab it, shake their hand 3 times, get out. You're good to go. Smile, say hello, nice to meet you. The perfect handshake. Alright, so now we know the basics of a good handshake, but I gotta tell you guys, a good handshake takes practice. It takes a bit of finesse as well. So I need you to practice this week. Grab your mama. Grab your daddy, if you know who he is. Grab your friend Bruno and be like, Bruno, come on, buddy, let's put down the we, put down the place. Let's practice shaking hands. And Bruno's probably at first going to be like, dude, what? And you're going to be like, no, Bruno, it's not like that. Bruno, we got to practice handshakes because it is vital to our success personally and professionally. Eventually, Bruno's going to come around and you guys are going to have a lot of fun doing it. But a good handshake, like I said, you got to be prepared for different variables or different outside forces that get thrown at you. Everybody doesn't shake hands the same way. So you need to be prepared for when somebody shakes your hand and does the pull in. You got to be like, push back. Or does the over aggressive, I'm going to dominate you. You got to get in there and be like, yeah, you're not going to dominate me. Got to be ready for different variables that get thrown at you. So you need to practice. Bottom line. It's going to pay off big time, boys. I'm Aaron Marino. Have a great day. Bye-bye. So I'd like to give a shout out to my buddy Matt for helping me out with this video. I've known Matt for a long time. And so the other day I approached him and I'm like, hey Matt, I need somebody to shake hands with. And he's like, okay, cool. I'm like, it'll take like 1 minute, literally. Well, then I realized why this is my channel is sort of like a one-man show, because it is difficult to work with people that aren't in the business, that aren't professionals at this. What should have taken a minute ended up taking 47 minutes to get one shot, us shaking hands, because everybody's a comedian, everybody's funny, everybody wants to be a star. And so I thought, you know what, I'd share with you guys some of the outtakes of the handshaking scene.
What's up?
Okay.
What's up?
Okay, shake hands. You're not supposed to come on top.
Do it again.
Hold on.
Oh, hello, Mr. Marino.
Hello.
Hey, oh. Baya! Woo! Hold on.
But finally, woo! Sweet baby Jesus, we finally got it done. It only took 47 minutes. I'm always approaching my friends and being like, hey, you want to be in my video? And most of the time the response is, no, douche. And I'm like, okay, great, love ya. But Matt agreed, so thanks, Matt. Anyway, I've got some last minute business to tend to. That business being it's Christmas time, almost 2 weeks away. What better Christmas present than to get yourself than a new Blank Label shirt? You know grandma's going to try and get you a shirt, and it's going to suck. It's going to be awful. You need to take your own style, your own image into your own hands. Go to blanklabel.com, my sponsor. Check out the link below in the sidebar. They got a brand new selection of fabrics, and they are unbelievable. Check them out. It fits great. The quality's fantastic. They come in a timely fashion. They're just great shirts. Check them out. Support them. They support me. You like my videos or you don't. And in that case, cool. Also, 2 weeks left in the Male Basics contest. 1 year free underwear. Guys, I know your undies are nasty. What are you waiting for? We got like 14 videos. If you haven't seen them, go to the underwear review, or not the underwear review, the underwear giveaway, and check out the response videos and like the ones you like. For those of you who need them, and I know that's most of you, and haven't posted something, please take 5 minutes, make a video, post it. It's crucial to your dating success. I'll talk to you later.